Repurposing a building, sustainable and cost-effective way to breathe new life. Presentation overview. Benefits of repurposing a building. Repurposing a building can have numerous benefits, such as reducing carbon footprint, saving money, and preserving architectural heritage. Steps involved in repurposing a building. Repurposing a building involves a number of steps, from conducting a feasibility study to obtaining permits and approvals from local authorities. Examples of successful building repurposing. There are many successful examples of building repurposing, ranging from former factories and warehouses turned into modern apartments to historic buildings repurposed as cultural centers or museums. Benefits of repurposing a building. Reducing carbon footprint. Repurposing a building reduces the need for new construction, thereby conserving resources and reducing carbon footprint. It also reduces the waste generated by demolition and disposing of an old building. Preserving historic architecture. Repurposing an old building preserves the historic architecture and cultural heritage of a community. It also maintains the aesthetics appeal of a neighborhood and fosters a sense of community pride. Saving money. Repurposing a building is often more cost effective than constructing a new building from scratch. It also saves money on demolition and disposal costs. Additionally, repurposing a building can bring new economic opportunities and revenue streams to a community. Sustainability, reducing carbon footprint. Repurposing an existing building can significantly reduce carbon footprint, saving resources that would be required to construct a new building. Better energy efficiency. Repurposing a building can provide better energy efficiency, reducing emissions over the long term and contributing to sustainable development. Preservation. Preservation of historical and cultural heritage. Repurposing a building helps preserve the historical and cultural heritage of a community. By revitalizing old buildings instead of demolishing them, we can maintain a connection to the past and preserve the character of a neighborhood. Maintaining community character. Repurposing a building can help maintain the character of a neighborhood by preserving the distinct look and feel of a community. We can prevent gentrification and support the unique identity of the area. Cost savings. Repurposing a building can be a cost saving, effective alternative to constructing a new building. It can save money on materials, labor, and permits, especially if the building has historic tax credits or other incentives. Steps in repurposing a building. Conduct a feasibility study. Before repurposing a building, it is important to conduct a feasibility study to determine the viability of the project and identify potential challenges. Assess building condition. Assessing the condition of the building is essential to identify any potential hazards and determine what needs to be done before repurposing the building. Develop a plan. Developing a clear and detailed plan is critical to ensure that the repurposing process is efficient and successful. Obtain permits. Obtaining the necessary permits from local authorities is a crucial step in the repurposing process and ensures compliance with building codes and regulations. Feasibility study. Assessing building condition. Assessing the condition of the building is an important step in a feasibility study. It involves evaluating the physical integrity of the building and identifying any structural or environmental issues that need to be addressed. Researching zoning laws and building codes. Researching zoning laws and building codes is an important part of a feasibility study. It involves identifying any restrictions or regulations that may impact the repurposing of the building. Determining potential users. Determining the potential users for the building is a critical step in a feasibility study. It involves evaluating the needs of the community and identifying the best use of the building that will be both practical, profitable, and beneficial. Design and planning, concept development. The concept development stage involves creating a design and plan for a building, including its layout, functionality, and aesthetic features. Material selection. Choosing the right material for a building is crucial for its durability, appearance, and cost effectiveness. Materials may include concrete, steel, glass, and wood. Budget planning. Creating a budget is an important aspect of design and planning as it ensures the project is financially feasible and provides a clear guideline for spending. Structural soundness and safety. Architects and engineers must ensure that a building is structurally sound and meets all safety requirements, including building codes, fire safety, and accessibility standards. Obtaining permits, building permits. Obtaining building permits is a crucial step in repurposing a building. This process involves obtaining permits from the local government and can be time consuming. Historic tax credits. In some cases, historic tax credits may be available to help fund the cost of repurposing a building. These credits are available for buildings that are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Examples of successful building repurposing. High Line in New York City. The High Line in New York City is a successful building repurposing project that transformed a former elevated railway into a public park. It has become a popular tourist destination and is a great example of urban revitalization. Tate Modern in London. The Tate Modern in London is another successful building repurposing project that transformed a former power station into an art museum. It has become one of the most popular tourist attractions in London and a great example of adaptive reuse of historic buildings. Telly House South in London. The Telly House South in London is another good example which carried out a building repurposing mainly to be in line with their sustainability efforts. Telly House South is a data center. High Line, New York City, public park. The High Line is a public park that was built on a former elevated railway on the west side of Manhattan. It provides a unique urban green space for people to relax, exercise, and enjoy the city views. Popular tourist attraction. The High Line has become a popular tourist attraction in New York City, attracting millions of tourists every year. It is known for its unique design, lush vegetation, and stunning views. Building repurposing. The High Line is also a symbol of successful building repurposing. It shows how a former industrial structure can be transformed into a beautiful and functional public space, adding value to the city and its residents. Tate Modern, London. Museum in a former power station. The Tate Modern is an art museum located in a former power station on the south bank of the Thames. The conversion of the power station into a museum is an example of successful building repurposing. Iconic building of London. Tate Modern is an iconic building in London and has become a symbol of modern architecture. It attracts millions of visitors each year and is an important landmark of the city. Conclusion. Repurposing a building can be both sustainable and cost effective while preserving the cultural heritage of a community. Thank you.